Hey there, I'm CJ Maurer with The Gist. Welcome back to another one of our strategic HubSpot tutorial breakdowns. Today, we're going to be talking about CRM properties, the little fields that live on contacts and companies and deals and tickets and whatever else, why they're so important and how to customize them to your advantage. Let's dive in. Okay, you can see I'm in settings, editing properties. This is where I can create and edit properties. This is in a demo portal for a pretend company with a bunch of dummy data in there. But there's a lot of things built out exactly the way we would build them out in our own portal and in the companies that hire us to build out their HubSpot portals for them. The first thing that needs to be said is that this is very not sexy. You've heard the old adage with CRM, garbage in, garbage out, right? At the end of the day, it's just ones and zeros. CRM is comprised of data. And as a business, you are either enabled by or constrained by the quality and cleanliness of your data. Everybody wants to be able to do cool things in their CRM, like automate workflows when triggering events happen, like when a survey is responded to or a customer is turned active or a new customer meets the criteria of being a really good candidate for an upsell of product XYZ. None of that happens unless the data is captured and organized in the way that you need to do it, which is why you always need to begin by mapping out the properties in your CRM. What data do we want to capture that matters? Now, when you sign up with HubSpot, let me go to HubSpot here. You are going to have a bunch of properties right out of the box. So I'm going to go, what properties were created by HubSpot on the contact? You can see everything. These are alphabetically ordered, so there's no contact owner, city, close date. I mean, you're even going to have, address, phone number, and obviously it's all blank. But these are basic things that most businesses or many businesses would want to gather on their contacts. Well, there's going to be default properties for companies and tickets and deals, right? And all of the default objects in your CRM. That's great, but every business that I know has data capture and organization needs that are not in a default CRM. I'll give you an example. We are an organic growth agency and we help companies implement HubSpot. So a property that we want to capture on all of our prospects is primary CRM. I want to know what CRM a business is using. So when we're at networking events or we have somebody filling out a form on our website, one of the things that we capture is, what is your primary CRM? Is it HubSpot? Is it Salesforce? Is it Zoho? Is it Pipedrive, Oracle, Dynamics, whatever, right? We're capturing that information. That is very important for us for a variety of reasons. One, if we're going to have a sales meeting with somebody, we need to know what their CRM is. Two, we want to report on all of the deals that we worked based on what their current CRM is so we can know who we're selling against. And we want to segment prospects into different lists based on what CRM they're using, right? That way, how we conduct ongoing nurturing will be more contextualized. And the only reason why we can do that is because we created a property that captures that information that can then be used in lists and workflows and reports and so on and so forth. Now, that's one example, but what about other things, right? What about your business? What are the criteria you use to put prospects and customers into different buckets? Is it industry? Is it size? Is it geography? Is it type of business, right? There's all of these different things. The reality is creating properties is easy. I'm going to go ahead and create a property right here. I am going to decide what object I'm creating this for. Let's create a company property. I'm going to give it a label, aka a name. So I'll say company legal structure. I'm going to put this in a group so I can organize it. These are client properties. Now I'm going to pick a field type, single line text, multi, right? You have all of these options. In this case, because I want to control the integrity of the data and a company usually can only have one legal structure, I'm going to make this a drop-down select, and I'll say like S Corp, C Corp, sole proprietorship, LLC, whatever, right? Very, very simple to create properties. What's also very simple is to control the management of data from one property to another. For example, let's create a new test property here, and let's make it a sync property. So this is really cool. So what you can do is say sync this property with this property. So anytime company engagement score is set or updated on the company record, it's going to sync over to all of the contacts who are associated with it. So the example is maybe something is true for the business, but you also want to have that property live on all of the 3 contacts that are associated with that business. You can create property sync. Right? So there's a lot of ways to make sure that not only you're capturing and organizing the data properly, but you're updating it dynamically through the CRM. You can also do it through workflows, but that's a conversation for another day. So the question becomes is, how do we even decide what data we want to capture? Well, I would recommend writing it down. And we actually have a tool that we use for this exactly. This is a workbook, part of our high-level CRM blueprints that we use to help ourselves and our clients plan out exactly how we're going to build the CRM before we do it. So you can just get all of your ideas in one place. Because otherwise what happens is people just start adding things willy-nilly and it gets disorganized right out of the gate. So you kind of want to avoid that. So here's an example of us using our property brainstorming workbook. So right now we're just listing off what are the different things that are important. So for us, I want to know what industry you're in, and that's a multiple checkbox. Let's make that a multiple checkbox property because businesses could be in multiple industries, and let's just pull from the HubSpot defaults. For business offerings, right? You sell software, services, physical products, or other? That's relevant to us. Primary CRM, which ones do you use? Marketing team. Do you not have a marketing team? Do you have full-time employees, 1099 contractors, marketing agency? Select all that apply, right? If we have this data on a company or a deal that's a prospect, it's going to really help us, tailor our messaging to them to try and close the deal. It's also good for reporting so that we can go back and see, of all the deals that we had, what was the marketing team structure like? So we can look at, we actually win a lot better when companies have their marketing team structured this way compared to when this way we don't really have a high closing rate, right? So use a workbook like this. And by the way, if you want it, you can check out our free HubSpot Beginners bundle where you can get this workbook and all of our other workbooks, and I can show you how to use them. So by the way, this is free to you if you want it. But go in and plan all of your properties. Then go in and create them. And then once you do, the sky's the limit for how you customize how they show up on contact and company records, how you use them for reporting, to segment lists, to trigger workflows, and a whole bunch more. If there's anything you take out of this video, it is the fact that creating properties is exceedingly simple, but making sure you have the right ones and not duplicates and they're all clean and organized is often a challenge. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So be strategic and think about how you want to capture your properties, and then customizing them will be easy and your CRM will be able to perform the functions you really, really want it to. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, please hit like, subscribe to our channel. It really helps us. We really appreciate it. But it also helps other people like you get access to more of this free content and instruction so that they can get the most out of their HubSpot CRM too. Also, if you have any suggestions, ideas for videos you would like for us to make, click the link in this description. It'll take you to a little form where you can submit an idea. We read every single submission, and many of the videos we've created are from submissions from strangers like you. So thanks so much once again. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.